Hello guys and welcome to a new video. Today's video we're showcasing once again some Legend League attacks by Nyarome. Previously we've done a video of him and we'll note it down in the description so that you can watch that one as well. And we also went over what he looks for in his attacks. He also has his own YouTube channel, also putting a link down below, so if you enjoy this content definitely give him a follow. So yeah, let's get into it. So doing a Queen Charge over here on the top side and gonna go for that town hall over there. So he needs to do something for the monolith, and as you can see with his queen he took down like the mortar and stuff so that his flame flinger is getting a lot of value. Like it's gonna get that multi-archer tower, it's probably gonna get the scatter shot, poison tower, and yeah, I think that's about it. But that's a lot of value for just his siege barracks, or I mean his flame flinger. So he's gonna start the Lalo early because Queen is gonna get targeted by that monolith soon. So early warden ability here, so his headhunters stay alive through the enemy royal champion. And he's still got the king. I'm not quite sure why he's delaying his king here, so I'm keen to find out where he's gonna be using it. And he's also still got his royal champion to deploy, so his balloons are getting some decent value over there, and I think he's just gonna be using his king and his royal champion to get the back end of the base down. So there's the king. So this was a pretty odd attack. Normally he goes for like really heavy queen charges and then often use his king, for example, for compartment. But as you can see with this base layout, there's not really any compartments for his king to really get a lot of value. So still looking pretty good. He still has a rage, he still has he still has a rage, a freeze, a haste, and an invisibility spell. Not sure why he let his queen, his royal champion, go down here, but yeah, as you can see, pretty much swagging 4 of his spells and a few of his balloons and stuff. So yeah, who am I to judge? Very nice attack, and another triple on the board. Next base, pretty common box style base with the town hall secluded in the core. So dropping that queen over there, this way he's probably gonna bank on whichever way she ends up going. So she either goes to the left side, to the 6 o'clock side, or to the 3 o'clock side, and whichever way she goes he will drop his wall breaker. So trying to see what he's gonna be doing here. Most likely gonna be charging into the scattershot area and then probably blimp, yeah, because he already has his blimp, because he needs to take care of that single inferno. So dropping that blimp here, as you can see, wall broke on the right side. And small detail here, he dropped his blimp like a little bit over the eagle so that it dropped on top of the single inferno, and he didn't need one spell over there, and he's got some decent value over there. So he's using the king to further funnel the queen inside. And he's probably going to be wall breaking behind the king and then double wall break so that the queen has access to the town hall compartment. So another small detail with this wizard, making sure that the king is going to the left side and not going outside. So looking pretty good. I'm trying to wall break in here, but queen is thinking otherwise. But she might just walk. Yeah, okay, there she goes. She does go after all. And with this town hall, which is reachable, this is looking crushed already. Like he's hardly used any spells, and he still has his royal champion as well, and obviously his complete Lalo. So you can already see at this point you've got to do a lot wrong to make this fail. So warden ability in, protecting everything over that multi-inferno, actually 2 multi-infernos and the monolith. Second portion of the Lalo is coming in, and still has his queen ability, which he will be using soon on that multi-archer tower and the enemy king. Okay, so he just dropped. Okay, there we go. Using that haste for his balloons, pulling some air mines here, but I don't think it's going to be hurting him. As you can see, he still has 2 freezes, an invisibility spell, a couple of cleanup troops, and yeah, this is crushed once again. Like, I'm not sure how he does this, because I've noticed it in a few of his hits. He actually doesn't, like, I would swag my troops at this point, because you don't really want to mess up your next army, but I don't know, maybe he has like a special trick that I don't know. But yeah, nice attack. So next base, once again, box style base with the town hall in the core, but this time there's 2 rage towers which are pretty heavily protected with a lot of heavy damage buildings, pretty much every heavy damage building. So he's using his queen on the top side, wants to go to the eagle, and then probably uses king on one side to help her funneling, but let's find out. So he's using the flame flinger, and the only danger for the flame flinger at this point is that ground inferno, but since he's charging that area, the queen should take care of that, so the flame flinger can continue to go on and get that ricochet cannon and maybe even the multi inferno tower. So king for the funnel as expected, and then as soon as he's gonna be wall breaking that, there we go, so he's gonna be wall breaking that core, there we go, perfect. So actually a perfect wall breaker here, even though his king is walking out now, but it's also giving access for the king into that scattershot compartment. So this is a really good setup, as you can see. So all the queen has to do now is take out the town hall, and then pretty much this base is already wrecked. So once again, very nice setup of the attack. So here's the Lalo, actually just a few looms to take out that wizard tower, and then probably 1 or 2 minions behind to speed up the cleanup process. Flame Fling is still doing very nicely. It's taking down the multi-inferno tower, and here's the actual Lalo. And he still has to deploy his royal champion. I think at this point he's going to be swagging his royal champion. So warden ability, protecting all of his troops over the monoliths, the wizard tower and whatnot. Enemy royal champion being taken care of by the Yetis. And yeah, as you can see, this is already crushed. Like, he's deployed his royal champion, but he definitely did not need it. So once again, swagging some troops and not removing it, but once again a very nice attack, so good job on that. If you guys are enjoying these videos, make sure to give us a like and let us know what kind of strategy videos you want next. So a different style of base this time, invisibility tower and a rage tower. This is pretty weird. I think someone copied this base, and instead of having the 2 rage towers, for example, he swapped one of them to an invisibility spell, but let's see if it actually works out for him. So using that flame flinger once again on the top side, on the left side, and his queen in the middle, and then probably he's going to be using that king to somewhere like loop around into that multi-inferno compartment. Okay, so there we go. And then it's a pretty straight path for his queen to go into that core. So good setup once again. Wants that flame flinger to push on and get down the single inferno as well. But I'm keen to see if he's gonna have good timing with his own queen. So king is doing great work. As you can see, look at, and on the bottom side, look at that small detail. Like, he's using a super goblin for the remaining building on the outside, which means that the king only has one way to go. Instead of going for that outer wall, it's banging on that inner wall. And with this area damage from the gauntlet, he's taking some buildings down in the core, which otherwise he wouldn't have. So queen is going into that core. Great setup once again. Like, this guy's queen charges are legit. Flame Flinger also still going, and this is already beyond crush. You can already see this. Such a nice setup. Needs his queen to loop around though, otherwise he's gonna have some issues with the town hall, but I think after this she should go there. Alright, there we go. So also the Lalo in, a few Teslas which are messing his pathing up a little bit, but nothing that can stop his attack really. Warden ability used, even though, I mean, there's not really even a lot of damage on him, but at this point, really, he could, I don't think anyone can mess the attack up at this point. That's how nice his setup is. Last freeze in, and a rage for the balloons, and we are done. Very nice attack once again. Double invisibility tower base. I think everyone has seen this. It's a fairly common base design. So let's see what he's going to be doing. He's probably going to walk around to either left or the right side. Okay, left side's ideal. And then wall break into the double expo compartment with the invisibility tower. And as soon as the queen has taken out some... Okay, so that's... okay, so this is odd, I guess. So he wants her to go to the left side. I'm not sure why he used the invisibility spell here, but using his king together with a little bit of funnel on the right side to get into the compartment. There we go, taking out all of those buildings over there. And if he's very lucky here with that timing with the CC, he might even get that multi-inferno down. So queen still alive and kicking with the headhunter support. Probably needs a rage soon on the enemy queen and the royal champion. Okay, he's not, I guess. I mean, Frozen Arrow is OP. So the king just died, but the Phoenix is continuing. And I think the Phoenix is gonna get that multi-inferno down. There we go. And Lalo in with the Warden, using that blimp. And this tornado is not good news for him. So he's gonna be investing, no, okay, so he did invest a rage actually, he did invest a rage, so that's unfortunate, encountering the tornado trap over there, but I think he should still be alright. So Royal Champion needs to take out those scatters and possibly the enemy queen, and then I think his queen is able to take down the rest of the base. Still has a few balloons to deploy as well. Still has a rage, still has a freeze, so I'm not sure what he's waiting for. Oh, okay, that last rage was kind of a waste. But if this warden gets down the what's it called? The air defense, he should be alright. Okay, so I think he's still alright. I mean, this does not get the beauty pageant prize, but a triple is a triple. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this, and see you next time.